Hello, students. Welcome to Miss Lori's Early Years. My name is Teacher Lori. Okay, students, today is story time. Did I forget something for story time? My cat in the hat for story time. Okay, let's see. My cat in the hat. Okay, class. So story time, cat in the hat. We all know I like my cat in the hat books. Now, we have read stories about pets. We have read stories about farm animals. We are now going to read stories about wild animals. And today's book is called Safari So Good, All About African Wildlife. Can anybody tell me what they see on the front cover of our book? What is a long neck animal called? A giraffe. Yes, very good. I also see some zebras. Does anybody see zebras on the cover? I see the cat in the hat. So a safari, we're going on an African safari. Are you ready? Let's put on our listening caps and let's go on a wildlife safari. Safari so good. Okay. I'm the cat in the hat. Pack your bag, come with me. We're going to Africa on safari. Pack your sunglasses and your sun hat. Remember your camera, do not forget that. You've got front row seats in my animal viewer, the truck we will take on our African tour. We are going on an African tour. In the African Game Park, we will be getting the chance to see wildlife in a natural setting. But here is a fact I will tell you today. Animals are predators or else they are prey. Predators hunt weaker animals to munch. Prey tries hard not to be a predator's lunch. So look at the animals chasing the other animals. So the predator is the one chasing and the animals running away are the prey. Off to the river we will go first. Here animals come to quench their thirst. Look at those warthogs trip-trap over there. Mom, dad, and piglets with tails in the air. African buffalo graze where it's wet. Their horns have the look of a sturdy helmet. Grass, 90 pounds, a hippo eats nightly. Are the babies called calves? Yes, you have guessed rightly. A hippo's skin can burn in the sun's rays. Mud and water protect her, so that's where she stays. Let's look at the wildlife. I see some hippos. Let's move on to the lions with their tawny hides. They live all together in groups known as prides. A cub has brown spots from his tail to his ear. At 3 months of age, all those spots disappear. Lions like sleeping for most of the day. Their roars rattle windows from miles away. Look at the lions and the baby lion cubs. I'll name you a cat that one rarely sees. That cat is the leopard who hangs out in trees. A leopard's black spots come in very neat sets of circular patterns that are called rosettes. She stalks, runs, and leaps to hunt down her prey. She hunts in the night and she sleeps in the day. So let's look at the rosettes. These are rosettes. The cheetah is covered with sleek spotted fur. The cheetah can't roar, but oh, can she purr. With long and strong legs, the cheetah has power to run up to 70 miles an hour. Cheetahs run fast, and here is the scoop. Cubs sometimes play soccer with elephant poop. Ew! Speaking of elephants, here is the word. 50 or so can be in one herd. There's a herd of elephants. Male elephants can grow to 11 feet high and weigh over 10 tons. Hello there, big guy. Calves walk from day one and have some body hair which soon all rubs off due to life's wear and tear. The whole herd will circle and sound the alarm and crowd round the young ones to keep them from harm. Has anyone ever seen a big elephant before? Maybe in the zoo. The elephant's tusks are tools, as you see, for scraping up roots or the bark off a tree. They also will use their tusks in a fight, and they tend to favor the left or the right. And just as one hand of yours is the stronger, one of an elephant's tusk can be longer. The trunk is the elephant's very long nose, which can lift heavy things or spray like a hose, or pick up one single blade of green grass, or blat like a tuba that's made out of brass. Oh, look at all the things an elephant can do. Very good. Good job. Okay, 2 kinds of rhinos. Oh, you are so right. One is called black, the other's called white. But both rhinos are gray in Dick's camera sight, so how do we tell the black from the white? A white rhino's lips are wide like a bow. He nibbles at grass, his head hanging low. A black rhino's lips are agile. With these he reaches out to crop low leaves from the trees. Is that oxpecker bird hitching a ride? No, she's eating the ticks on the white rhino's hide. Look at these rhinos. Can you tell which one is black and which one is white? Good job. The zebra belongs to the horse family. Those stripes tend to make her quite tricky to see. They all look alike, but please bear this in mind. Each zebra has stripes that are one of a kind. Zebras rarely lie down and sleep on the ground. They sleep standing up. Predators might be around. And here is a question to stump you, all right. Are they white with black stripes or else black striped with white? Oh, what do you think? Look at those zebras. A zebra is a striped horse. At birth, giraffes drop 6 feet to the ground. In minutes, they're standing and looking around. All giraffes forage, it is plain to see. Here's one with her head in an acacia tree. Her 18-inch tongue and her tough, spongy lips help her to eat the leaves' sharp, thorny tips. Giraffes have big eyes with long lashes that bat at the dust and the grit and the bugs and all that. With strong legs and hooves and a good bit of trying, they can often outrun a lioness or lion. So that means giraffes are very fast, and it's very hard for a lion to use them as prey. Baboons band together in big roving groups. They hunt, eat, and sleep in these bands we call troops. But baboons have sharp teeth and they walk on all fours. They eat plants and meat, so they are omnivores. Baboons are big pickers of each other's fur. They pick till they find every tick, flea, and burr. Grooming is the word that we use when we mean to describe how baboons pick to keep themselves clean. When danger is looming, baboons shout, "Woo!" This means go away. We are not kidding you. So let's look at these baboons. They clean each other. Safari's so good, let's find a campsite where we'll pitch our tent and stay for the night. The dog over there is the side-striped jackal. He welcomes his mate with a loud howling cackle. The galago's eyes, while they catch the light, glow green like a cat's in the dark of the night. The spotted hyena goes looking to eat the dead or the dying, a scavenger's treat. Scavengers are those who live with a taste of leftovers that might otherwise go to waste. Good job. I see in the tree, I see a vulture, an owl. Yes, good job. A bush rabbit and a galago. Whoops. In the wee morning hours, herds of antelope roam. Over 20 kinds call Mother Africa home. We have just enough time to look at a few, so I'll pick out some different kinds to show you. Eland is the largest. It measures 6 feet. The royal antelope, 10 inches petite. And don't miss the sight, whatever you do, of the twirly-horned, handsome greater kudu. Oh, look at the twirly-horned kudu. And the biggest antelope, the smallest antelope. Impalas are smaller. Here's how to ID them. Stripes on their rear ends form a bold letter M. A head like an ox, a mane like a horse, a beard like a goat, a wildebeest, of course. Let's find just one more antelope if we're able, the bashful, soft-coated sickle-horned sable. All of these antelope can run fast, and so the fast will survive, not as often the slow. So let's look at them. Let's ID them. Here's the one with the M. Here is the wildebeest, and here is the sickle-horned sable. Our safari is ending, but for goodness sakes, let's stop for one look at my two favorite snakes. This mighty rock python squeezes its prey. Snakes called constrictors behave in this way. The carpet viper's a small snake that everyone heeds. Its fangs inject poison. It lurks in the weeds. So let's look at the constrictor snake and the one that hides in the weeds. I don't like snakes. Do you like snakes? I don't like snakes. Okay there, Mr. Book. Safari's so good, home again like a shot. Just look at the great photographs that we got. Which ones are your favorites? Which turned out the best? Some turned out all fuzzy, but we'll save the rest. My number one favorite, oh, take a wild guess. If you said the lions, I'd have to say yes. Oh, let's look at the pretty picture of the lions. Very good. Okay, class, I hope you enjoyed our story about an African safari. Now let's go over some words. Constrictor, constrictor. So remember, constrictor is when a snake squeezes. Any snake that tightly wraps itself around its prey to strangle it. Forage. Forage means to search for food. ID, another way to say the word identify, which means to recognize. Inject, to force or drive a liquid into something. Omnivore, an animal that eats everything available, both meat and plants. Petite, small and slender. Predator, an animal that lives by hunting and eating others. Prey, an animal that is hunted for food. Quench, to satisfy or put an end to. Sickle, a tool used for cutting that has a curved metal blade. And sturdy, built of strong stuff. Good job, students. I hope you enjoyed our book about wild animals. So I wonder how many of you would like to go on an African wild safari? Yes, me too. Good job. Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed story time today. Time to take off my reading hat and give it back to Dino. And I will see everyone in our next class. Okay, parents, I hope you enjoyed our story time today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help build our global classroom. You can find me at Miss Lori's Early Years on my Facebook page, and I will see everyone next time. Thank you. Goodbye.